friends, it has been an age. To be honest, I've just been really caught up in doing my tarot in review series, as well as my deck flip throughs and my oracle card flip throughs, as well as just trying to get through this crazy little thing called life. Pick the rock that you like or feel called to the most, and then you go down to the description box. You'll click on that timestamp next to the rock, crystal, and it'll take you to that reading. I have a Larkvite, Dalmatian, Jasper, and Rose Quartz. As a reminder, this is a general reading. What that means is that I am channeling energy for a large group of people. Nothing resonates. That just means it's not for you, bro. Come back next time or try another pick a card reading. And there are so many other good readers out there that you really can just be as picky and choosy as you want. So today's pick a card reading. What do you need to know? What's hatching? What's growing? What needs to be nurtured? What is going on? What do you need to crack open and take a deeper look at? So that being said, take a moment to look at the rocks, and then I'll see you at your reading. Bye. All right, welcome group one. If you chose group one, you chose the Dalmatian Jasper. Now, Dalmatian Jasper strengthens our connection to the earth, as well as assists in channeling your personal will in the psychic realm. For the decks associated with this, we are using the Antique Anatomy Tarot today. And for clarifying questions, I will be using the Romantic Tarot today. All of these decks will be listed down in the description box as well. Now, I've already drawn about 5 cards to get started. I have looked at these, but I haven't dived too deep into them. So the first card that we have, Wheel of Fortune. Seven of Coins. The World. Nine of Elixirs. And 5 of Blades. So Cups and Swords. Now, for the Wheel of Fortune, this tells me that those of you who chose the Dalmatian Jasper will be starting a new phase, a new cycle. Something new is coming. And when I was shuffling this deck, the song lyric that popped into my head was, "Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit." And so I feel that there is a very strong connection to the earth, very much a Capricorn energy. I also feel like that hard work, nose to the grindstone kind of thing coming in. Now with the 7 of Coins, this is a card about planning and patience. You have to do the groundwork. You have to lay that stable foundation so you can build and build and build upon it. With the World, this tells me that this is a very short phase. So this planning and implementation phase is very short. And just as a general overview, this begets the next cycle that is starting. So I think this is the prep work, and then this is the actual cycle where your plan or your process takes off and starts just really building momentum. Now the World is followed by the 9 of Cups or 9 of Elixirs, and it's all like happy ones, like wish and love and joy and bliss. So this card tells me that take the time that you need to indulge yourself, to treat yourself, to enjoy the fruits of your labor thus far, because you've worked hard. It's almost like it was easy because you were finally on the right path. You're not hitting roadblock after roadblock. It is, this is where I need to go. This is what I need to do to get there. I am here. And then a new phase is starting. With the 5 of Swords that follows after this, I take this to mean that this could be a warning. Don't get cocky, because the moment you get overly cocky, karma is going to come and kneecap you with a fucking bat. You know, I mean, it's going to knock you off your footing. Be careful of the resentment that you harbor in yourself or you foster in others. I think this is definitely a time to realize your potential to be a role model, as well as to motivate and inspire others. And the words that you speak will be will be said by others. And if they're not flattering, that's going to come back to you as well. So I just take that to mean as a warning. So let's dig a little deeper. What else do we need to know for the Dalmatian Jasper? We've got death. Now, death in tarot, if you're not familiar with it, is simply transformation. It doesn't mean that you're going to die, someone you love is going to die, your dog is going to die. It simply means that a transformation or a metamorphosis is going to occur. So, ooh, an exciting transformation. The Emperor, Ace of Coins, and the Hermit. So this tells me that a father figure, ooh, my cord is visible. How embarrassing. Oh, a father figure will enter your life along with the Hermit, a possible mentor, because with the Ace of Coins, I'm getting a professional mentor. It could also be a new authoritative figure, someone new in your specific chain of command, someone higher up on the totem pole. The Hermit also speaks to me of you having to pull back to do some more learning. I don't feel like it's an academic learning, like a formal academic institution. I think it is self-pursued stuff you do on your own time that's going to help. You may also withdraw socially at this point because of the progress that your project is making. So let's go. What else? So we've got Four of Wands. Okay, let's clarify Four of Wands. There's another one that flipped earlier too. Five of Coins and King of Coins. So with the Four of Wands, that is that's a celebration. That is happiness in your achievement. And I also see it as sheltering. So you're standing in the shade. So you've built your foundation and now you're working on protecting everything else. Putting the roof over your head with the Five of, ooh, that one fell out too. With the Five of Coins, every part of you is involved in this, which goes right along with the Hermit. There's no, well, this may be seen as a socializing card. I don't get like socializing out. This is more of a celebrating, like at a work function, a happy hour, award show, something like that. This is definitely feels work related. I feel that there's a lot of research and development that's going on at this stage as well. And the King of Coins, you are fully into your professional life. Like this is, you have set yourself a goal, and you have done the planning and done the work. And you are fully in that moment. Like there is not a lot of time in your personal life left for socializing. You're focused on achieving what you set out to do, and it's a work in progress, but I think you enjoy it. Like you literally, I mean, it's not your passion, but you're passionate about it. So we've got the Six of Swords followed by the Devil. So the Six of Swords energy, how does this coalesce with this, or how does this complement this? With the Six of Swords, I do feel as if you are meeting, not necessarily adversaries, but at people on opposite sides, people on the same team on opposite sides. It's not violent, but you are tempted to perhaps take the easier route, to go with the lower standards, to make time for more play than there is for more work. So let's clarify the Six of Swords. Clarify the Six of Swords. We've got the Seven of Swords. Fantastic. It may also be that you feel that you are the only one bringing something of value to the table, and it's tempting to fall into that mindset, but you did not get here on your own, and you will not remain in this place on your own, and you will not succeed completely and solely on your own. You will need people on your team, people who have the same drive and ambition. It just may look a lot different than how you're used to seeing it. And I think that is a definite sign of keeping your eyes open, and keeping your ears, and that goes back to the Five of Blades energy, where you're seeing ideas and things from someone else's point of view, or keeping the other points of view in mind. Remember, don't get cocky, because karma's gonna fucking kneecap when you do. And yes, I speak from experience. So, the cards that came out, we've got the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and we've got the Sun. When I hear this song, I hear the gambler. Like, you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. You're gonna know when you need to hold your tongue. Don't get tempted to sink down to a lower level, to relax your personal standards or relax your personal work ethic. With the Knight of Wands, I feel there's almost like a courtship that has to occur in a professional setting. And I don't mean romantic, even though I am using the romantic tarot. I mean, it's sort of a wooing the investors, of the project managers, of the client, of the manufacturing facility, whatever goal that you are pursuing, or that you have are just focusing, all of this, whatever goal this is, there is a sort of courtship involved. You can't rush it. You can't be crass. You can't be rude. You can't jump right into it. You can't continually butt heads and expect to move forward after that. But the positive news is the Sun, like the most positive omen. You know, this is such a good card. A new day dawns. This is like happiness. This is radiance. This is, such an immensely positive card that you will be successful, that if you keep the hard work and you watch the resentments that may be blowing in, you will absolutely succeed. So while I'm here, I got some new Moonology Oracle cards that I'm very excited about, and they're manifestation Oracle cards. Personally, they remind me a lot of the traditional Moonology Oracle cards. Same feel, same vibe, different box, different background. So let's see what the Moonology Oracle has to say. Full moon in Pisces, forgive. Full moon in Aquarius, be real. New moon in Capricorn, step up and lead. And then let's do last quarter moon, reflect on your priorities. I think that is absolutely super helpful advice. Forgive, be real, step up and lead, and reflect on your priorities. Your priorities are not going to be everyone else's priorities. And I do feel that there is a big group energy associated with this project, but it is important for you to stay grounded, to keep in contact with that part of you that wanted to do this in the first place. Don't get caught up in all the success. Enjoy it. Absolutely enjoy it. Revel in it. Don't go overboard. Don't go to excess. You're not the only person with stakes in the game. Or excuse me, is it skin in the game? I don't know slang. And you're not the only person who has value to contribute. But overall, this is super positive. I get the feeling that what you're doing is important. I mean, anything we do is important. But professionally, this has a greater social impact than you realize. Let's see, what else? Oh no, what does group 1 Dalmatian Jasper need? first quarter moon in Cancer. Push through any insecurity. That's definitely imposter syndrome. We've been hearing a lot about that, like on LinkedIn, and you'll see it. And people just feel that they're not qualified. Bro, like if you're in your job right now, you got it because you're qualified, especially if there is an interview process. You may have not seen a seat for yourself at the table, so you brought your own plate and made one anyway. Abso-fucking-lutely. There may not have been a path towards higher leadership, but you bought a machete and you cut it through yourself. You have the will and the need and the drive to not only survive, but succeed. And you forget that a lot. Because the whisperings and the negativity that you hear from other people or that you feel about yourself is so much louder than the positive aspects and the positive traits that you've displayed. You are fully confident and comfortable and absolutely able to perform your job as you're doing it, higher than what you think possible. There's pride involved, so you have to be careful because pride goeth before a fall, which is where that stay humble and watch the resentment that you come in with the Five of Swords energy. But again, I mean, overall, this is a very positive reading. Like, I am totally a fan. So let's do, what else? Any final thoughts? What does group 1 Dalmatian Jasper need to know? Dalmatian Jasper need to know. These two. Okay. Perfect. All right, so we've got Ace of Coins and Knight of Cups. You're going to put your whole heart into this project. You are focusing every resource at your disposal. Let me show you these. Every resource at your disposal. And you have more than what you first thought you have. There's nothing wrong. Fucking tits out, all in, bro. Just fucking go for it. To quote Captain Planet, the future is yours. You know, we've got the world. The future is yours, Captain Planet. So you're putting everything in you have, but take time to appreciate the successes, to appreciate how far you've gotten and how far you've become. I like how we started with the circle and we're ending with the circle. Life is a series of phases and cycles. Absolutely. The moment one cycle ends, a new phase is beginning, and the phase just may be, now is the time for my, summer of relaxation. Absolutely. And this could be that once all this is done, there's some significant travel in your future as well. So keep that in mind going forward. That's all I've got for you today, Group 1. If you liked it, let me know. If you didn't like it, let me know. And I hope you come back again sometime. Bye-bye. All right, Group 2, welcome to your reading. If you chose Group 2, you chose Larkvite. Larkvite is another grounding stone. It's very calming. It also assists in past life recall. For the tarot decks today, I am using the Animal Tarot, My Beloved, as well as supplementing, and I can't believe I'm actually saying this, with the Supernatural Tarot deck from the hit TV show that buried its gaze in record time to super mega hell, the CW's Supernatural. Look, man, I'm just trying these cards out, okay? Like, don't judge me. So those will be our clarifying cards. For reasons, because it is new, because it is a TV series themed deck, it's going to be very obscure. I've already looked through it. It's confusing as fuck, I'm going to be honest. So I may or may not be referencing the Supernatural Join the Hunt Tarot Guidebook during this reading. It just depends, honestly. All right, Larkvite. What do we need to know? Does Larkvite need to know what's going on? What's cracking? What do they need to crack open and dig deeper into? Group 2. That is the second time that the first card out was the Wheel of Fortune. Group 1 had that too. What do they need to know? Sorry guys, I don't have any cool song lyrics or anything for you like I had with group 1. I apologize. Oh yeah. Come on, group 2, let me in. Does group 2 need to know? Group 2 need to know. Almost. Okay, so I will show you. First card, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is a scarab. 9 of Cups, which is a very good boy. 3 of Wands, Nature's Thief. I'm just making up names, I'm sorry. 2 of Cups, Soulmates. The cutest fool I ever did see. And the King of Wands. All right. All right, group 2. So starting out with the Wheel of Fortune, I feel that you are mid-cycle. So this is not an old cycle. This is something that you've been working on or working through or working in for a decent period of time. I say 1 to 2 years. With the 9 of Cups, you're pretty much content with where you're at, although that striving for just wanting a little bit more is there. I think you feel you almost have it all. Ooh. You probably are single. And with the 3 of Wands, you're looking, you're hopeful, you're feeling as if your ship will be coming in soon. With this, I know it's supposed to be like opposites, but I feel like as if you're trying to manifest a romantic partner. You know what you look for in a mate, and you're hoping it's out there so you can extend your cup of love. With the Fool, that doesn't mean that you're a fool for wanting that by any stretch of the imagination. The Fool is simply that breath of expectation you take before you start the first step on your journey. So it's like, you know, I'm doing good. I'm working on me. I've got plans. I think I'm now ready to share that with someone. And so the Wheel of Fortune also, like I said, speaks of cycles. You're ready to start a new journey, which is very brave of you. Absolutely. And I don't mean that to be, oh, you're so brave for wanting to find love. I mean that like, oh my God, you are willing to take a risk and risk your heart. And I am in awe and envy of you, because I've been single for 12 years. And boy, let me tell you, I'm not ready for any of that risk. Like, my commitment issues are ginormous. Yay. So this tells me that you may feel like you're cracking out of your tiny little shell to search for love, and you're ready for it. You're going to take this on. So what else do we need to know for Larkvite Group 2? Five of Cups plenty of fish in the sea. Even though those are grasshoppers. It's almost as if there's a plague of partners coming towards you. And you're going to kick some over because you're like, ew, no, gross. You can afford to be picky. The King of Pentacles. You can be bullish about your decision. You can make you and your home and your happiness a priority, because that is the only way you'll be truly happy in a relationship. You have to prioritize yourself right now, and your standards. I'm not going to say I get bull in a china shop. I'm not going to say that you're going to be smooth and like fucking like, hey, baby, why don't you smile my way? There's going to be awkward moments. I do see knocking. I do see knocking drinks over, maybe spilling some shit. But that is actually part of your charm. Are you a bit of a klutz? Because I'm getting adorable klutz vibes. The Magician. Oh, this is a beautiful card. So the Magician. Typically the Magician is about having everything that you need in front of you to succeed, being a master of all of those elements, and you wield them with confidence and power. But this Magician also has snakes, and snakes shed their skin. I think you're going to shed your skin of the old you and be reborn a shiny new, brightly colorful version of you. And that can mean anything from allowing your personality to shine, because I think you kind of dull it down and dim it a little, because you're worried about that, of shining too brightly. Don't. You have so much power within you, and I don't mean like magic, but I kind of do. But I mean just like the power to manifest, the power to get shit done, the power to continually break out of your shell and break out of your comfort zone, and to be the strong, independent person who's smart and who's strong. And I don't mean like or like I mean someone who's emotionally strong, who is confident and in themselves and knows that it's okay to cry and to have emotional outlets and to stand up, for what they believe is right. Page of Cups. See, plenty of fish in the sea. It's all about balance. Finding that one fish that fits you, that balances you, that helps. I don't want to say balances your emotions, because no one person can be responsible for our happiness. But I want to say the yin to your yang, the moon to your sun, the salsa to your tortilla chip, or whatever floats your goat, man. It's just, like I said, you are spoiled for choice when you decide to put yourself out there. And I think you worry about that. What if they don't like me? What if I meet them on a dating app and they see me in person and they leave because I'm a hideous cave troll? First and foremost, my love, you are not a hideous cave troll. And even if you were a cave troll, you would probably be the best looking fucking cave troll ever, and people would fall over their feet to go to your cave. But it's not always a physical thing. Like, I don't want to stress physical, because that's not all you are. That's not just who you are. Beauty takes so many different forms and shapes, and the way someone smiles, or the curve of their cheek, or the way they look up at a shooting star and their eyes get all big and round like the moon. It's so many different things. It's having the most loudest, obnoxious laugh and falling in love with someone every time they laugh that hard, because they are just so filled with joy. It like oozes out of every pore. So with the Chariot, you are in charge of your own direction. You know when you want to go, how you want to get there. You have your directions, and you're ready to move. I feel this has a very similar energy to the Fool. It's this Chariot is not in movement. The Harpy Eagle is not in flight. And I don't know if I showed you. Did I show you this one? The Harpy Eagle is not in flight. Page of Cups. But there's movement. There's movement all over the place. There's movement with the snakes and with the Page of Cups and the Five of Cups. And the Three of Wands, it's like you're getting ready to take your first little flight, and you can't see, but I'm shaking my little shoulders, to fly out of the nest and launch yourself upon the world. And I think that's fantastic. Like, this is such a positive reading. And I hope that's coming across. I hope I'm not sounding like a complete and total idiot. Ooh, what do we got? What do we got? Did we get anything? I want to say yes. The Chariot can also speak of travel, but again, I'm not feeling it at this venture. But it could also be that you meet this person when you go on a trip, whether it's a business trip, well, I guess not, or a vacation trip now that the world is opening up. Two of Wands. I see this as first of the person that you'll be meeting as a intellectual connection. You'll bond over the same painting or the same book or the same subtextual meaning of a TV show, like the CW Supernatural. This is not an ad. I just can't believe I have these fucking cards. All right, so let's take a look. So what are some things that group 2 needs to be aware of? Ace of Goblets, emo, Death, Knight of Blades. So with the Ace of Goblets, I get giving too much too fast. Pouring out trauma dumping is a big one. Pouring out all of your insecurities at the first get-go. Pouring out every little thing that's ever happened to you that made you cry within the first 20 minutes of meeting someone. Death. Transformation. Trying to transform yourself into a version of you that you think others will find appealing will have the exact opposite effect. Don't change who you are. Like, you have such a beautiful soul energy, that to try and make that fit into, what's the whole stupid round peg in a square hole thing? Yeah, you can shove that puppy through, but it's not going to be comfortable or pleasant for anyone. With the Knight of Blades, with the Devil made me do it. Even though it's not the actual devil card, this is about temptation. The temptation to try to be what they want. But here's the thing. When you conform to other people's standards, it's not sustainable, especially if it's a total opposite of who you are deep inside as a person. And I feel through this connection, that you're a very tender person. And I don't mean like sensitive, like, oh, I mean, a beautiful sunset will make you cry. Rainy days are probably your favorite, like the aesthetic of it. God, if you could just be cold for 9 months out of the year, but not like freezing, nothing detrimental, but like this aesthetic qualities of snow and how that sort of silence muffles everything. So you're sensitive to beauty. You could be even sensitive to music or poetry. I don't think you're sensitive to mathematical algorithms. Maybe it's you, maybe it's me, who knows? But the temptation to conform is strong. Again, I don't know if it was this one or the last one, but there may be some imposter syndrome there. It was the first group one, also had that too. Some imposter syndrome of maybe you're not what people are looking for. Maybe the things that you like to do won't be similar enough for other people to enjoy. Maybe you do like some weird out there cultural thing that you fear is not well received by other people. And I'm telling you right now, you have so much color and life inside of you that it's almost bursting to get out. Like it's literally okay. So back when I was a kid, there was this TV show, My Little Pony and the Power of the Ooze or something like that. Oh no, my God, it was a Care Bear. Fuck, My Little Ponies was everything. But the Care Bears, like they had the power of this thing. They had to use a Care Bear steer to like defeat the darkness, and it was like ah. But anyway, love that. I'm really gonna watch that again. But it's like that's you trying to get out of this hard shell that you've kind of constructed around yourself. And it could be because there's some generational trauma there. There could be some childhood trauma there, stuff that you've had to overcome in the past. Whatever has made you afraid to reach out and made you feeling that vulnerability is something to be hidden so it cannot be taken advantage of. There's definite stuff that you've got to work through, but your light is dying to shine. Like, it is dying to get out and to be free. And I feel as if you're exhausted. What do we got? What the Nine of Pentacles, which translate to 9 of Coins. And it goes along with the 9 of Cups. Like, you're comfortable financially. Things could be better, absolutely. But you're not in danger of being destitute. It is stable. You're working hard. You've been working hard. You will continue to work hard, and your hard work will be recognized. And you feel as if that is, well, I don't mean you feel as if, but there are times when it feels as if that is the safer option, is to just focus on the work and to just focus on keeping the status quo. What else do you need to know? Group 2 for Larkvite. What else do you need to know? Group 2 for Larkvite. Oop, okay. 4 of Bones, which is 4 of Wands, and then we've got 10 of Cups. So we've got 4 of Wands. Do you see what I mean by these cards are kind of fucky? Like, I don't have time to sit there and try to translate the Roman numeral or count the fucking things. Okay, so 2 of Wands, King of Wands. So the 4 of Wands is a celebration. Typically, traditionally, with this deck, I feel as if these are like leg bones, femurs, hip, and I want to say some of the strongest bones in the body. This tells me of a connection to earth. This is very grounding. Bones are like the roots that go down into the earth. So, and it also, again, it tells me of a stable foundation. Like, you have the intestinal fortitude and the strength that it takes to put yourself up there. And your 10 of Cups, like, this is in traditional tarot. This is like, remember, this is the rainbow, and this is the man and the woman and the kids frolicking in the bright daylight. The potential for you to have that wish fulfillment and that happy ending, you have it. It's already there. You don't have to wish or manifest it. The only thing that you have to wish or manifest are the attributes that you're looking for in a partner. Like, you literally have it right there. It's all, your cup is ready to be extended. It wants to be extended. And you want to share that with someone, and you will get there. Absolutely, because we've got the 2 of Cups right here, like soulmate. Like, I feel this soulmate manifestation, and you have that strength, and you have the ability to be as picky as you want to be with this. Like, you can totally take your time. Don't rush yourself. You're very good at pacing yourself. You're in this for the long haul, because once you're committed, you're absolutely committed. But don't change yourself for anyone. Don't try to modify, to shove yourself into a small container of what you feel is palatable. You are 12 herbs and spices, not just salt and pepper. Like, your color and your vibrancy and your sound. And frankly, anyone would be very lucky to have you. So that's what I got for you today, group 2. That reading took me longer than I anticipated. Okay, awesome. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know in the comments. If you liked it, smash that like button. And if you didn't, smash that dislike button, because engagement is engagement. Engagement. And let me tell you, kids, it's nice to see people engaging, even if they absolutely hate what I have to say. So that's it, group 2, my Larkvite crew. Thank you for checking me out. I hope you come back again next time. Thanks. Bye. All right, group 3, welcome my rose quartz friends. If you chose the rose quartz egg, you chose the egg of love. All kinds of love, self-love, romantic love, platonic love, blah, 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 blah. It's love, okay? Love, 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 love. Also healing, heart healing, and just a deeper connection to our most intimate self. The cards I will be using for this reading are the Modern Witch Tarot and the Everyday Witch Tarot. I'm going to start with the Everyday and use the Modern Witch for clarification. So what does group 3 need to know? What do they need to crack open and take a look at the inside? What are they growing? What are they nurturing? Whoa. Five of Swords. 8 of Cups, 2 of Cups, Queen of Swords. That was really weird how all of those came out. And Alyssa, if you're watching, I'm pretty sure this reading is for you. What does, group 3 need to know? What does group 3 need to know? I do not read reversals for many, many reasons, especially with this deck. So if you're wondering why, if they pop out reversed, why I flip them, that is why. Do one more shuffle. All right. Group 3. What does group 3 need to know? What else do they need to know? What's going on? What do they need to dig deeper? What do they need to crack open? What do they need to nurture? What do they need to nurture? Come on, group 3. Let me in, please. All right, so I'll show you all of these again. Starting out, we've got the 5 of Swords, 8 of Cups, 2 of Cups, Queen of Swords, the Moon, Page of Cups, Ace of Swords, 7 of Wands, the Sun, and the Empress. So right off the bat, you are in a contentious relationship right now. I don't feel as if it's romantic, but it is affecting your romantic situation. So whatever social group that you're in, I feel that there's a lot of envy towards you, a little bit of jealousy, and that negative energy can absolutely affect you, and that's the energy that you're taking home. It will maybe to the point where you're walking away or about to walking away. Your priorities are changing, and this group is no longer serving your highest good. Once you do that, you will find you reconnecting with your partner in a deeper, more intimate way, because I think intimacy is very important to you. With the Queen of Swords energy, and I said this in a previous reading, this is very much, you've got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, and know when to run. Thank you. Oops, sorry. Thank you, Kenny Rogers from The Gambler. Rip. You're not afraid to cut out people or things from your life. I would caution that to ensure that it is really serving your highest good to do so. Otherwise, you may find yourself cut off from everybody. But that's just a word of caution. You've obviously gotten to a point in your life where you are comfortable taking the lead of wielding your knowledge and your power to benefit not only you, but those around you, as a queen does. With the moon, this, and because it's followed by the Page of Cups, I feel these two really go together. So this is the face that you show everyone else, and then this is how you see yourself. Maybe a young artist, maybe you're just getting started. Maybe you still have that childlike fascination with, you know, handprints and drawing turkeys, or what can be considered a juvenile form of art, whatever, but it makes you happy and it brings you joy. And I think that's something that you really need to embrace about yourself, is if it makes you happy, then don't be ashamed or don't call it cringe or, you know, anything like that. Embrace it to its fullest, because you're not just one thing. You're not just one way. You are a multifaceted human being. And with the Ace of Swords, even though we have the Queen, you have that fire and that spirit inside of you that still sees yourself as younger than you are, whether you're in your 20s, 30s, or 40s. You see yourself very youthfully, almost like a teenager, just barely, like 13, 14. Like that is your inner tween. With the Seven of Wands, a point may be coming up where you feel you may be attacked, whether your word has been attacked. Let's clarify. What's the Seven of Wands? What is the Seven of Wands? Because that's not making sense for me. I would shuffle these, but these cards are too big and too thick for my tiny baby hands. The Hierophant. So the Hierophant speaks of tradition. You may feel not... Hold on. So you may feel as if you're going up against the establishment, to use an old turn of phrase. Up and coming, you have new ideas and new pursuits of what makes you happy, and people are telling you, no, that's not appropriate for someone your age. You need to reconsider. And I'm not talking about like sketchy stuff. I'm talking about the things that you do to make you happy. Like, you are too young to go to a beginner's, or they say you're too old to go to a beginner's pottery class or a creative writing class. Or didn't you graduate college? Yeah, Tim, maybe I did, but fuck, maybe I want to learn how to write fanfic. I don't know. It's definitely, with the Hierophant, it's definitely a tradition based. It's academic based. It's corporate America based. And I know that's not what she's doing, but it almost looked like she's raising her hand and saying, whoa there, stop. But I know that's not what she's doing, but that's what I feel in relation to this. Clarify. Get some more energy. Page of Pentacles and Strength. With this, I get, don't try to make a side hustle, or don't try to make your hobby your side hustle. Don't do it. Don't try to monetize it. You don't have to monetize that. You're doing well and good on your own, especially once you leave that toxic group, whatever group that may be. And it could be religious. It could be a spiritual group. It doesn't have to be a church. It could be a coven as well, or a grove, or a circle. Whatever it is, that's almost inhibiting your growth. But you walk away and you walk into a better situation. You have this maternal, motherly energy, and it is echoed in the Empress. And you have that strength to carry on because you're a balance of feminine and strength, of masculine strength. And people are made uncomfortable by that. And they want you to stop, think about what you're doing. Page of Pentacles, maybe you can conform a little more. You look outlandish in your pointy hat and your striped socks. Why don't you wear Converse like the rest of the kids? So we've got the Magician, the King of Cups, and the Three of Cups. So you have all this power in front of you. Like, absolutely. Your ability to make things happen, to fit your will, absolutely. People often remark on how lucky you are, or how things seem to just kind of fall into place. It's because you're actively working towards it. You're doing the work. You're putting out the feelers. You're conducting yourself out in the world. The King of Cups, you're in charge of your emotions. So with the King of Cups and the Queen of Swords, like, and I love how this is like, typically it's the feminine aspect that's all emotional, and the male aspect that's all blah, toxic gender roles, whatever. The King of Cups, your emotions are in check. You don't let them rule them. You don't let them rule you, but you don't ignore them either. You're capable of making sound, logical, and analytical decisions. And you like to hang out and celebrate with your friends, and there's joy in that. And I see that if you keep listening to your inner instinct and your inner self, absolutely, that's what you have to nurture. That's what you have to grow, is that inner trust and confidence in your abilities. The Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. And know that hard work and attention to whatever you decide to do, whether it's your art, whether it's your writing, whether it's your 3D printing or your minis painting, do that and what makes you happy, and focus on your personal growth and your highest good. No one else has a say on what makes you happy. And if you have to leave something behind or someone behind, it wouldn't be the first time. If it doesn't serve your highest good, you are more than welcome to walk away, because you care so much and you nurture. And I don't mean like you have a mothering instinct. I mean, you like to watch things flourish and grow and thrive. And maybe you have planned babies. Maybe you have real babies. Maybe you have puppies that you foster or you breed or you watch them grow. Whatever makes you happy makes you happy. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because we have a couple of pregnant people here. We've got the Sun and we've got the Empress card. I'm just double checking to make sure. Coupled with the rose quartz egg, something new is about to be born, is about to come forth, is about to come into being, whether it's a new project. And if you're thinking, well, Tiny Mike's Tarot, this is stupid, I haven't discovered anything yet. Like, I just sit in my house and watch YouTube videos of some Canadian guy stealth camping. Okay, first of all, that's me, and I love Steve. Okay. Second of all, maybe you just haven't come upon your inspiration yet. I'm saying maybe for some of you, it's going to be like a fucking aha moment, and you're like, oh shit. And you're like, holy shit, I'm good at this. Let's see. What final thoughts? What final thoughts do we have for group 3? Rose quartz. This is definitely about self-love. 5 of Swords. Yeah, so 6 of Swords, 5 of Swords. In a previous reading, this meant watch for the resentment or harboring. I feel that even if there are altercations from leaving whatever toxic or less than happy group or situation that you're in, you are still the taller person standing. And with this strength, you will continue to do great things and to move on. Now, I'm not saying that you are completely unblemished or unwounded. Every battle is going to leave its scars, whether it is physical, mental, or emotional. But there is this nurturing and growing light inside of you that just allows you to keep going forward and to keep moving forward and just to keep going and doing what makes you happy. Let's see what else. What else? Oh my god. Oh my god. What does group 3 rose quartz need? Group 3 rose quartz. Group 3 rose quartz. Final thoughts. Group 3 rose quartz. Okay, a lot of final thoughts. Knight of Swords, 9 of Swords, and 10 of Wands. So I take this as, hey, just an FYI, don't rush into anything without thinking things through first. Okay, take the time, look at your options, decide what needs to be left, decide what needs to be taken. The Knight of Swords with the 10 of Wands, that talks to me of taking on more than you can physically handle, whether it's work related or hobby related or relationship related. Just because you find this and it's beautiful and it's wonderful does not mean that you have to immediately proceed to the next step or to the next phase. You don't get engaged 1 week and then get married 9 months later. Take the time. Take your time. Look at what you got. Live in the moment. Live in the now. Revel in that. Celebrate that. Good things take time to grow. And it may seem as if sometimes things come and it's a quick, oh, now I have this opportunity and I have to take it. It's been in the making for a while and you've been doing the hard work. Continue to do the hard work and to pace yourself and to allow yourself time to rest. But be careful of taking on too many burdens, whether it's other people's emotional burdens, burdens of your hobbies. Like, yes, it'd be great to get offered a show, an art show for your paintings that you've been doing. But if you have to come up with 10 different paintings in 24 hours in order to do it, is that something that's going to bring you happiness? And is it going to be your best work? How can you minimize the load of what you're taking on? Don't rush in. Don't rush in, sword drawn. You have come a long way from this energy. Don't regress back to it. And give yourself time to rest. Absolutely. So let's do some Star Seed Oracle cards just for fun. Oh, okay. You're the only group that got these. I'm not saying you're special, but you're kind of special. What does group 3 need to know? Okay. What does group 3 need to know about the rose quartz self-love? Motherfucker. All right, we've got light. It is time to reveal your radiant light to the world. Vision. Trust in your ability to create the vision in your soul. And courage. Live your life fearlessly with courage, strength, and determination. Fucking look at that. Abso-fucking-lutely. What else we got? No limitations. You are a celestial being with unlimited potential, and there is much for you to share. Reflection. See all aspects of yourself through the reflection of the one who mirrors your hidden self. I definitely feel that that should go right there because we've talked about that. And last but not least, those two. Ascension. Your soul is evolving to higher states of consciousness, and you are ready for this. And truth. See your light, know your power, have the courage to walk your truth, which I think you do. I think you do. So group 3, that is your reading. What's cracking? What do you need to look into? What do you need to nurture? You need to nurture yourself, bro. You need to nurture yourself. Nurture your inner child, your outer child, your inner tween, your outside tween. I don't care. Yourself and all the parts that are comprised of you. So that's it, group 3. I hope you liked your reading. If you did, smash that like button, and I apologize for that. And if you didn't, go ahead and hit that dislike button because frankly, I could use the engagement. I hope you come back again sometime. I hope I see you around. I hope this resonated. And if it does, let me know. Be good, kids. Stay safe out there. Ooh, wrong one.